So today I'm going to show you guys something to kind of explain why the wake-up system in this game is broken, and it's not because of what you guys actually think that it might be. Most people think the reason why wake-up attacks are really ridiculous in this game is because there's so many, right? There's wake-up roll, wake-up backward roll, wake-up up 3, wake-up up 2, delay wake-up, and then there's the forbidden wake-ups that aren't technically part of the wake-up system, but they end up being part of the wake-up system because of all the myriad of wake-up options, right? Like wake-up jump, wake-up 1-1, or wake-up, you know, Liu Kang, like wake-up 1-2-3 when you're trying to back up and read their wake-up attacks. And then there's also wake-up like teleport, wake-up like, you know, Sub-Zero slide. With Katana, her wake-up jump is ridiculous. A lot of Katana players will wake-up jump you early jump in because you don't have time to anti-air it. Those are like a few options for characters to wake up that, besides the actual wake-up attacks themselves, right? But this actually isn't the problem. The big problem is the lack of plus frames on knockdown. And I've been saying this forever and people just kind of ignore me when I say it. But this is definitely the problem, because what happens is, let's say I'm Katana and I do low fan, right? So I've got 13 frames of hit advantage to work here. That's what it says. It says plus 13. I barely have time enough to backdash and get out of whatever wake-up attack Scorpion is going to do here. So like, let's say he does, I think it is a spear slice. Yeah, okay, so let's say he does this, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna back up, right? I literally don't have time. Look at this. So I'm already put in a guessing game because I knocked Scorpion to the ground, right? See, I'm trying to backdash away from it to not get punished. So I have to flawless block here. I have to. If I want to punish him, I have to fall. And even worse, because I'm playing against Scorpion, if you look in the bottom right corner, he's -7. So it's actually still not still his turn. But if I don't try to take my turn back with a down 1 or a back 1 as quickly as possible, he can actually sneak out of this and down 1 me. So this is why the wake-up system is so scrubby. It's actually not because of the wake-up attacks. Like, if you could get out of the range of wake-up attacks, you would be okay, right? Because then you wouldn't have to make an instant read as soon as you knock. Like, a really good example is on a fan toss on when they're in the air, right? See, I have time to move around, I have time to move back, and if you look here, right, I should almost have enough time to walk up and walk back, right? And that's because it's plus 40 on knockdown. So the knockdown time gives me time to move around, make a decision. I actually want to speak to Foxy about this because he's mentioned that he ends in this, but I don't know why, because if they have meter, you don't have time to kind of back away, really. You do here, right? They're in the corner. You don't even have time in the corner. If they have a bar of defensive meter and offensive meter, you have to make a guess here, right? You have to make a guess here. You have to. You don't have a choice. Because you knock them down. See, now I have all this space, right? Now I have all this time. Look at that. So when I do this, right? When I do... Look how much time I have. Frames aren't plus enough on hit, on knockdown, and on block in this game. My assumption is because in MKX, there was a lot of double-digit plus frames. You were getting restands where people had to hold block. They didn't have flawless block outs. They didn't have any outs to your pressure. This game has definitely toned that down and rewarded the defender a little bit more. I'd even argue not the defender. It's rewarded the person that makes the mistake. This is why most people don't like MK11, because usually your opponent can make a mistake and actually punish you for making the mistake. So for example, you'll see a lot of players, what they'll do is they'll hold up on hit. And they do that because, again, it goes back to if you're recovering from your string, right? So in this case, right, if Scorpion was holding up on hit, I would actually be pretty plus here. Like, it would take him a while to like actually do the up 3. So let's send him to jump. Just jump off. Right? It'd take him a while to do the up 3 because he's so high in the air and you get so much plus frames for it, right? So you actually have time to kind of move out of the way. It's still hard though. Even you can see here, like, it's still hard because Katana has a very bad backdash speed. But yeah, so the whole point that I'm trying to make here is that the reason that people hold up on hit is for this reason. They get wake up attacks rewarded to them for being knocked down. I'm going to first remain neutral on this, and then I'm going to say why I think that this is a horrible design. So the first neutral thing is, the easiest solution to this could have been they just made things more plus on knockdown. I know they've shaved off a few frames of plus of advantage on knockdown. I don't know why they did that, because not only did it ruin some characters that had throw loops and specific Oki setups, but it kind of put us in this position now, where every single time you go for anything that's very low in frames for knockdown, you basically have to make reads, right? I have to like backdash immediately here. I have to make a read here. I have to make a read. I don't have a choice. I have to make a read here, right? And I guess that kind of proved right there that you do have time to back up, but you have to do it like immediately, right? I have to make a read here. I have to back up. I have to. And if I don't back up and he does forward 3, let's say like he does wake up forward 3. Look at that. So already I'm making reads on wake up. Now, again, like I have to backdash almost immediately, right? Almost immediately I have to backdash here. Because if I don't, he's gonna punish me with up 3. And if I backdash and he jumps, or he does any forward advancing attack, right? I'm getting comboed. Yeah, so I think the best solution to this, honestly, is just make everything more plus on knockdown, at least for the next game. This will prevent people from holding up on hit, you know, abusing wake up attacks when you don't have much plus frames. Like this one's the crazy one. Look at this. Look at this. You might as well just never use this because you don't even have time to back up. Look at that. I'm doing it on the earliest possible frame. It doesn't matter. Maybe make wake up attacks stay in place. I've noticed some characters, they've kind of moved forward with their wake up attack, which makes it harder to kind of get out of their wake up attack and begin their pressure. So I don't know what the solution is here. I think more plus frames is better. I think more plus frames is always better in a fighting game because it teaches people to block. That's really what it is. The less plus frames you have, the less blocking you're gonna have in the game. Like that just seems so obvious to me. But some people don't look at it that way, so it's just all preference, really. Katana's down 4 is a perfect example. I usually get people to block with a plus 20 down 4. It's very rare people won't block after this, and when they do, they get full combos. As they deserve to, because I'm plus 20. And we need more moves like that. We need more double-digit plus frames. Not on block, obviously. Guys, come on. On hit, right? Scorpions, actually. This is why the game is really scrubby. This is the biggest reason why, honestly. This combined with Breakaway is definitely one of the biggest reasons why this game is super scrubby. It's because you don't have enough plus frames to work around knockdown. You have to react immediately. Like with this, I have to backdash almost immediately. In the corner, it doesn't even work. Certain knockdowns, I'm literally not guaranteed to get out of the way in time of a wake-up attack. I have to make a hard read here. I don't have a choice. I'm too close. I can't dash away in time. I can hold up, but then now they can meet me in the air. So that's not an option, right? That's an option against wake-up attacks, but it's not an option against wake-up jump, right? So now I'm playing the wake-up game, and I have no choice. So that's the thing. Even if you wanted to choose to not play the wake-up game, you have to change your knockdowns, or you'll get punished. That is scrubby as hell. In my opinion, that is probably the most scrubbiest thing about this game. It is very frustrating to play against, especially someone who holds up on hit, because there's pretty much no option except you have to get the hardest knockdowns you can get that are so plus that they can't do it. And even in the neutral, they'll hold up because they know that when they get knocked down, they get a 5 guessing option that you're instantly put in and you don't have time to back away and punish them. I don't see NRS ever doing this again, but I did want to mention this. I did want to finally give my thoughts on why the wake-up system is so broken. It is not broken because of the 5 wake-up options. 5 wake-up options actually aren't that big of a deal. The biggest culprit is wake-up roll. The other biggest issue, and I would argue that this issue needs to be solved more than any other of the wake up options, including wake up forward roll, is that we need more crazy plus frames on knockdown. This game is so close to being right. I really want NRS to make a game just like this. Just fix the few small things that were a problem. I don't want crazy offense again. I don't want characters being able to run from full screen and start pressuring. I don't want that. I just want these few small fixes that really make this game feel like it was for like 10-year-olds, you know? Because aside from that, this game is a solid fighting game. Like, I can see the defense in it and the offense in it. Anyway, that's all I want to talk about. This is a long ass rant, but you guys have a good day. Have fun playing MK11. Thanks for tolerating my ass, and finish it.